Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Hello everyone, this is Gary Morgan from the Michigan Golfer. Well, I usually report on the athletic side with a Michigan runner and sometimes a Michigan skier, but I've just returned from the Rio Olympics and I went out to the golf competition, the first golfing they've had in the Olympics in 112 years. It was last played in St. Louis in 1904. Well, in Brazil and Rio, they got the golf there for the first time, and they built a course. And the amazing thing is, it is the first public course in Rio. I talked to the lady whose father helped design it, and she has told me that there's probably maybe another 100 courses of private ownership. But to have a public golf course, this is the first one. And the competition, I just got home this morning, but yesterday I went to the first round of the men's competition. And it was an exciting day out there. It was a big day for golf worldwide. And I was following the top Canadian golfer around along with a couple of Koreans, and it was an exciting to watch them play. It is truly a natural golf course with the only grass, truthfully, is on the fairways and the tees. After that, everything else is left in its natural state with grass and sand. There's animals running around out there. We didn't see any, but you can tell they're out there with whatever extras they have out there. But anyway, it was an absolutely beautiful course. There is some housing and some residential stuff around there, but you wouldn't think that being out there. And it's quiet. You just hear the birds chirping as they're getting ready to tee off. But definitely some great competition. And I didn't get to see everybody play. But when I left the Canadian, which is right next door, the USA, was close to the top leaderboard. And my editor, Art McCaffrey, told me he was in third place at 5 under yesterday. He had a great round out there. And a lot of Americans were out there watching the two top Americans. I saw a little bit of them. And it was a good crowd for a first day. I'm sure they'll have a lot more this weekend coming up. But for the first day, it takes a while for everybody to learn exactly where it's out to get there. But once they find out, I think they're really going to enjoy it. There is a clubhouse that is currently being used for Olympic activities. But right after the Paralympics, this is planned on to being turned over to the public. And in October, there'll be a golf out there for the first time for the public to ever play in Brazil. And I've never been a golfer. I've done a few tournaments, but when I went to Seoul, Korea for the Olympics, I was invited to just like a scramble invitational thing, and I played on a Korean course, beautiful course. Nike invited us out there to play, and over there, the Koreans do it right, and of course they're really big on golf, especially the women. So this weekend it's the men. Next weekend will be the women's golf at the Olympics, and I may be back for that. I will have to see what my schedule is. But it is a big thing for golf worldwide to see a golf course in Brazil, and coming back to the Olympics, I think it's going to be a big hit when it's all over with.
Overall impressions of Rio? What was your
Rio has done a phenomenal job. I was on the bid committee for the Chicago Olympics, and we didn't get it, and we didn't know what Brazil would do. But Rio has really stepped up. They've done a phenomenal job. Everybody's went there, and I'm one of them. I had a great time. I was there for a week. Overall, you're always going to have some transportation snags, venue snags, but as a whole, everything is beautiful. Things are moving right along. Athletes are having a great time. Spectators are having a great time. I think it's going to go down as one of the historic Olympics just because for the first time it's in South America, and everybody worldwide is seemingly enjoying it. And everybody I've talked to, myself, think they've done a great job, and they've got another week to go. So watch it on TV, or if you're going, you're going to truly enjoy it going down to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil.
One.